Hi everyone, my name is Sultan from Rex Theme, and in this video I'll show you how you can generate Google Shopping product feed for your WooCommerce store in just a few minutes. In this tutorial, I'll be using one of our plugins, WooCommerce Product Feed Manager. Now this is a free plugin to generate product feed for different marketplaces for WooCommerce. I'll be including the download link below in the description. Now this plugin is so easy to use because it has a pre-built template for Google Shopping where all the mandatory attributes are already there. So all you need to do is make a few clicks and you can generate the product feed. Now let's dive into the tutorial.
So let's begin. As you can see, I've already installed and activated the plugin WooCommerce Product Feed Manager. It's completely free. I'll be including the download link in the description. So once you activate the plugin, you'll see that there's a new menu in the dashboard called Product Feed. So once you click on that, it will take you to its own dashboard where all the product feed generated are listed. So now let's show you how you can create a product feed for Google Shopping. So click on Add New Feed, and this will open up the page for generating a new feed. So let's give it a few seconds to load, and there you go, it's loaded. So first thing you do is give it a name. So let me give a name as Demo1. Now the first section is the product section. This is where you decide how many products you want to include, which products you want to include or exclude. So if you click on this, it will let you choose some filter options, or it will let you choose all the published products. So I'll create a separate video for the filter option. For now, let me just show you with all the products. This is refresh interval. So this is what you use to set schedule update for the feed, so that once you generate this feed, let's say after 1 hour you made a change to another product, so that information will be updated automatically based on the refresh interval. If you choose daily, every day on the same hour that you publish the feed will be updated with the new information. And if you choose hourly, every hour this will be updated. Now include product variations means that if you have variable products, if you choose yes, they'll be added to the feed. If you choose no, then there'll be no variable product added. Include variation product name means that sometimes you want the variation factor to be added to the name. For example, if you have t-shirts in red, blue, green, so you want each of them to have the name separated. So you can give like t-shirt red, t-shirt blue. So if you choose yes, those variations will be added to the end of the name of the product. Now include parent product for grouped products. So if you have grouped products, you want to highlight the parent product separately, you can choose yes. Now the second part is the feed configuration part. So here the merchant type, you need to choose which merchant you want to generate feed for. So if you choose Google Shopping, this will simply load all the attributes that by default is required for Google Shopping. So these are all the mandatory fields that you must submit to Google if you want your feed to be approved. So as you can see, it says product ID, product title, description, URL, product category, Google product category, main image, condition, stock status, regular price, manufacturer brand, and MPN. Now these are all the attributes that will be submitted within the feed, and these are the values extracted from your WooCommerce store. Now all the fields are already set already. It's already set, and except two fields. One is for Google product category and one is for manufacturer brand. So for Google product category, they have their own category list. For that, you need to use our plugin's category mapping option so that you can map your categories according to Google's. So once you do that, if you click on please select at the very bottom, you'll have your categories set separately. So I created one and named it Rex Feed XML file. I'll be creating a separate video about category mapping so that you know how to create this. Alright. And now for manufacturer brand, if you have a set field in your products where you have assigned the brand, then you can actually click here and look for it. The field name will appear over here. Once you select that, the brand will be added. And in case you don't have one and you just want to use your company's name as the manufacturer brand, you can just change the attribute type to static and give the name of your company. So this will mean that all the product will have the same brand. Now as you can see, for the price I have set a suffix of GBP to assign the currency. So this means pounds. And if you need to add any more field, you just click on add new attribute. So let's say you want to include the GTIN. So you just click here and look for the GTIN field. And let me just look for it. There you go. So once you find it, you just change the type to attribute, and from here select the field where you have assigned the GTIN on your WooCommerce product. So once you've done that, you choose this one as default and choose this one as 0, and that's it. So in case you want to remove a field, remove an attribute from here, you just click on this and the attribute will be removed. So now once you're ready with all the settings, you just click on publish, and you see this is loading and it's 100%, and you got the message product feed published. That means that your feed is ready and it generated. So once the page refreshes, you'll get these options: view feed and download feed. So you can download the XML file here, or you can just click on view feed and check how the feed looks like. Right here, as you can see, all the products are included. So that's it, your feed is ready. You can now download it and upload it to your Google Merchant account, or you can auto sync this through our plugin to be sent to Google automatically. We'll be creating a separate video for that as well. So now once you have done generated, if you want to look for the feed where it is, it's saved right here. If you click on all product feeds, it's saved over here. So you can click on edit to edit it again, quick edit to change the name. You can copy the URL to use. You can view it from here, download it from here. So that's it. It's as simple as that. Though this video took so long, it only takes a few clicks. As you know, you just have to go in, choose the products, assign the category mapping and the brand name, and just click on publish. That's it.
If you think this video was helpful, then please like our video and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with our latest videos. Take care.